So, my greetings to you all. This is our first broadcast this day, the 14th of August 2024. I was not able to come online when I was supposed to be, but we are here again. We are here to do the needful. Please like the video whenever you are going to watch the video. If you are joining us live, you're welcome. And subscribe if you have not. Subscribe, like the video. Like I said, it's very, very important if you can do so. So let's start with what we are here to do. I want to start with Afonjas, post and broadcast. Some of them that are vowed not to step back from, not to stop attacking the Igbo people and reference. We are going to go through some of the posts and do some reaction on that as well. And here is the first person that made a post that I would like us to go through. As you can see here, Omo and Odua said, Lekki Deep Sea Port single-handedly envisioned and released by the creative and genius Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Was this by Lagos former capital? I don't know. Was this by Lagos former capital? P2B plus a whole region could not build river port. I'm not interested about what he said about P2B, but my concern here is when you attack the whole region. Now, building seaport, there's no seaport that Tinubu built. That's a lie. And what he's trying to tell you is that they have done this and done that, and they achieved this and achieved that, which is not true. The whole region you are talking about has never been in cordon of power for a very long time. Armstrong, I see you. Good morning to you, my brother. Nice to have you. Please like the video as you join us. As you know that our platform is under attack, so we are managing ourselves to stand up again to see what we can, how to revive some of the things going on here. But with time, we are going to bounce back. So when you see a post like this, they will start by making things like putting comments or write up as if they are historian and they know what they're saying. But from there, they will not drive to what they actually want to say initially, which is from what you're saying here. After talking about Tinubu is this and that, and bring P2B into that, then finish it up with a regional issue. So I am not here to, like I said, to talk about P2B's activities or what he thinks that he can offer to Nigeria. But when you bring region to that is a no-no for me. And I'm not saying here that Igbo's nations and our regions have done our people good like politicians. No. I'm not here to defend politicians. What I'm trying to tell you is that the agenda of these people and people like him is to paint things just to make things look like it is all well. It's just that we need just one touch and something like that. But it's not so. Many work is need to be done in many nations by way of Nigeria today. But why is it that their strength lies on Igbo? The only people that think they want to attack is Igbo. Now here is Adenga grandson. Some of you know him. Many times in the past he have done some very deliberate attack on Igbo people. So this is just one. And why I'm bringing this is because there's a recent video of him that I stumbled into, but the problem is that I was not able to save the video. So on the course of searching for that video, I found this one as well. But the former video that I wanted to bring about this guy is where he says something about the recent attack on Nigerians in South Africa. In that his video, he made it clear that South Africa should not attack Yoruba people. That Yoruba people are totally different from Igbo people in Nigeria. That Igbos are committing nuisance and attacking them and killing them is well deserved. That's what this guy said in a video. And he was addressing South Africans by telling them that he noticed that people watch his video more in South Africa than the way they watch it in Nigeria. That Nigerians don't have data to watch his video. But in South Africa, they do watch his video, so that he believes that he have kind of that he's a celebrity in Africa, that people love him so much. So he wants to address to South African people that they should avoid attacking Yorubas, but they should go after Igbos. The fact that Igbos are a problem to the humanity. That video, maybe with time I will see it again, then I'll bring it. But hear what he said here.
Lagos, we are now minorities. The pride of the Yoruba nation. Lagos, we are now minorities. We are minorities. We must be willing to address this issue. If this can happen, our children's future will be bleak. I've said to you, my children, they are not first-class citizens in Britain. If they go to university, they have first-class degree, and they want to employ somebody to be the governor of the Bank of England. They will first consider English with first class. Then they will consider Canadian English with first class. If they cannot still find any candidate to meet that, they will consider Australia. They will consider New Zealand. Then they will consider the Welsh. They will consider the Scottish with first class. They will consider the Northern Irish with first class. They will consider European with first class. Then they will consider perhaps the Caribbean with first class. They will consider Indian with first class. They will consider Chinese people with first class. They will then consider African with first class. My children will fall in the category of African because they are 13 citizens. So for them to get a job, 12 people with first class must have rejected that job. I don't want that kind of life for my children. Yoruba land belongs to Yoruba. If we cannot take it back now, believe you me, our children abroad and our children at home will never have a future.
Now, it's a short one, but when you watch this video on YouTube, you see more, some of the nonsensical things that he said, okay, thinking that he's making sense. Not only him, you know, as far back as 2019, 2020, 2018, thereabouts, I was thinking that this guy is the only one that Igbos are dealing with from Yoruba land, without knowing that a lot of them are still in incubator. And some of them have hashed them out. They are now moving with their mentality of targeting Igbo for every nonsense that comes around. They think that Igbo are the one behind it.
The pride of the Yoruba.
Now, so many of them, like I said, so many of them. When you hear people telling you that you are, because not only him, some like people like Nsima, who is not even an Igbo, but he believes that Igbo is the problem. The hatred and bigotry, tribal bigot is way too much. Way too much. They claim they have everything. They claim they are smart. They claim that they're most educated. They claim that they're most intelligent. If you go to this guy's videos, back then, like I said, he's in S here. I don't think he's still making use of that account after he was arrested sometime ago, maybe two years ago, a year plus. They arrested him and they have released him in UK because of the utterances and comments that he's dishing out against Igbo people. Chineye MC, I see you. Greetings to you, my sister. Nice to have you. Good morning to you. So many things that this guy have said in the past. If you go to some of the video, some of his video he attacked Igbo women. Even he said that Igbo women are invading their Yoruba land as if they are terrorists. Simple because Igbos and Yoruba, like I said in the past, they are likely they love to marry each other than other tribe. I don't know why, but they still hate each other for no just reason. Every they are taking all of them are taking side. They're taking side. That's not the issue. I'm not against you marrying whoever they want to marry. It's your choice. But my problem with them is using what you think you have just to exaggerate your region. Igbo people, there's this adage in Igbo land that says that onye na-ama ime aki akwụkwọ onye na-ama aki akwụkwọ, like if you are to score yourself in a examination, there's no way you fail the subject. Onye na-ama akịrị onwe ya akwụkwọ ama akịrị onwe ya nene makịrị onwe ya nene anaghị ada ada. If you are to score, like you take examination now and you are the one to mark your own script, your own paper, examination paper, there's no way you score yourself 0. It's not possible. So they always want to score themselves, which is on them. I don't want to talk about the reign of this world and many of them, but sometimes it's need to debunk some of those things. Cletus, I see you. Good morning. He said, good evening from here, brother. You are blessed. Amen, and you too. Like the video, please. Okay. Now, despite all this knowledge and all this awareness and all this education, all these things you have, your grandfather have been, they are this, they are warriors, they are king, they are kingsmaker, they are this, they have thought. I'm not denying that you do not, Yorubas were not doing well before Nigeria. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that you lied when you said that only your nation knows what to do and how to do it than another nation. In fact, they literally said that they discovered Igbo people in the bush. That the Igbo people were like a wild animal jumping from tree to tree. And the Yoruba man said, hi, we are here to colonize you. We are here to teach you civilization. We teach you your language, how to write your language. That Igbos were naked when Yoruba man made them. They're literally saying that. But what baffles me is that when I look at some of the activities that you guys display, I still don't see you as someone who have attained to that kind of level that you are claiming that you have been. For example, the governors, the president in Nigeria, past and present president of Nigeria, okay? Some of them are Yorubas. At least, if no other, we have Obasanjo and the now Tinubu. And even the vice president have come to you from the Yoruba region. And they don't want to hear that Igbo man said that you are being marginalized. They don't want to hear that. When Igbo man said that I want to have my freedom, they hate it. They'll be the first to attack you. At the same time, they'll be the one to tell you that you are yapping nonsense, you don't know what you're saying, you shouldn't say that you don't deserve to say that. Yet, Igbos are committing all manner of criminals, all manner of crimes around the world. Why must you associate yourself to such people? Why don't you allow them to go? No, you don't need to go. Igbos don't contribute. Like the one the Reno just made this afternoon. I got notification. I'm not following him, but I don't know why I always see some of his posts. I don't follow him. Then I saw that he made a post. He lists down states that made up Nigeria. There's 30 states in Nigeria, and he put down all the revenue they're generating to the government of the day. Southeast and North Central happen to be the list that the Yorubas dominate all these things. Then you ask yourself, what are they doing to generate this revenue? The best the only thing I know that Yoruba have as natural resources, like mineral resources, not natural resources, is I'm not saying that that's the only thing they have. They may have other things, but I'm just telling you my own knowledge. They have formerly they're known for cocoa farming, and Igbo land were known for coal and oil, but they don't score that oil. They don't score it, even despite having shell draining oil from our land in Igbo State, even to this present age. When you hear this Okigwe, is it Okigwe? That's Egbema in Delta States. These are Igbo dominated Igbo areas. In Anambra, we have like I don't need this. Is not a bragging. You yourself can do some research. The only state in Igbo that made of 5 states in Igbo land today that have not that there's no oil, but it has not been confirmed is a boy state. But they don't put it in the list. Deliberately remove the names just to drag you down like what they know how to do best. Now that's that one apart. When you check the states in Yoruba land where they're listing all those things, trying to undermine your work and what you can achieve, your contribution and your human capital, they will deny that you don't contribute anything to the human capital, workforce, you are zero. Natural resources, you are zero. You don't have anything. Then why are you keeping somebody that cannot offer you anything, to be attached to you? The person commit nuisance. Some of them claim that Nigerian passport don't command respect today because of Igbos. That Igbos travel a lot and they use the passport to commit a lot of crime. Fine. Why don't you separate them from this your lovely passport by allowing them to go? He said no. I need someone to explain it to me. And the argument that one of them made, I'm not going to bring. I'm just trying to tell you the little that I can remember now from what I've seen just yesterday today on social media. They went as far back as during the time of Awolowo, how he initiated the free education to the West, how he bring free education to them and made them to that they are this and that. The Igbos have not achieved anything like that. That they are excellent. Yorubas are excellent in everything. They are educated. They are knowledgeable. They are this, that. They're saying that fine. Then all the presidents that rule Nigeria benefited from the so-called free education that you are talking about. They couldn't utilize it to develop anything, any meaningful thing. Not even in your own region, to eradicate hunger, which is normal thing, basic thing you should do today. After the Alamajiri in the north, the best people, common people that will beg for food are the west, southwest. It's not that I'm not insulting. That is what it is. But you see people come out saying things, and the annoying part of it is that they have learned how to create account with Igbo name. Some Igbos are doing the same, creating account with Yoruba name just to exchange words about it. You can do that, but there's some line that when you cross it, people will come out and expose some of these things that you guys are saying, because that's not how if you want to build a country, how can you be shouting, oh, peace, peace, one Nigeria, unity, unity in one voice, then another one you are shouting, kill them, destroy them? How does that make sense to you? And some of you that say that you are different, you are not part of it, you kept quiet. You don't caution them. Only few that are, and their voice are not as loud as it's supposed to be, because when 100 people are saying different things that is not negative things, two voice challenging them is a waste of time. Now, here is in Ondo State. Okay, what I see here is in Ondo State. Going to Ondo State, as you can see here, Ondo community women protest half naked over incessant kidnapping, killing by armed herdsmen. The annoying thing again is I wonder if they're actually supporting destruction of their own people, because they don't say anything when Fulani herdsmen are dealing with their communities. They kept quiet. Then you have platform. Some of them have paid to verify on X, but yet they choose to use it to commit crime in the name of defending something that is not even that doesn't even worth it. Because if you are good, you shouldn't be you shouldn't be the one shouting, "Oh, hello guys, I am good, I'm good." No, allow people to say, allow other people to testify how good you are. Don't brag about it. The same people will still turn back and tell you that Igbos are noisy, they are nuisance, they are too proud, they're full of themselves. Exactly the same thing you are doing. Do we have some people like that in our place? Of course we do. But your own is you are doing the same thing that you are criticizing other people that are doing. At the same time, you are pretending that you are not. You don't do. In fact, you are different. If you are educated, I am Nigerians should have been. You should have put it in practice in terms of putting in terms of leadership. Since in Nigeria you claim that you are the most educated, you are the most intelligent, you are most valuable, you are the most civilized and most exposed and everything, Nigerian judiciary system today are number one corrupt entity that anybody can think of. And who are dominant in that place? Southwest. In in journalism, in journalism, Southwest are leading, and today's in Nigerians from get-go, Nigerian medians, Nigerian journalists are not, and I don't know which of them between judiciary system and the journalism, which of them are more corrupt now. They are, and who are the one piloting it? And you are so civilized and educated. I mean, come on. Can you practice what you said you have studied in school? Since you are most educated in everything, we can go on and mention but those things. You don't claim something by saying okay, just theory. When we can also need practical to see how it works. You see people flying who they are nomadic. You dare not even challenge them to an extent. I mean, they have their men in your own land, invading your community, killing people at will. Yet you don't come out of only few people, like I said, few of them is not good enough. As of today, the guy they killed on Sunday, all right, the only person that I've seen that put a program, made host a program, made a post, talked about it is Koiki. Others no, they are busy talking about Igbo must go. Igbos are this, Igbos are that, Igbo is your problem. I don't know, is it jealousness or stupidity? Because to me, this one is not. I think this one is beyond jealous. It's beyond jealousness. It's beyond jealousy because I can feel that this one is not stupidity. Because how can you ignore someone that killed your parent and focus on somebody who came for the burial and got himself drunk? That's issue. That one that is becoming topic to you. But the death of your parents, you don't care to. You don't even want to talk about it. Is it fear or what? Like we have our own problem as well, which I'm going to talk as well in this broadcast. We have our own problem, but the problem that we have are being used to attack us by those Afonjas. To me, I don't know why it is so. And one of them that claimed that he's an Igbo called Pastor or whatever. I think Pastor something, but he's a Oduduwa guy. Everything about the guy is Oduduwa. It's not even hidden. But he somehow sometimes he used Google Translator to write something in Igbo language to deceive people that he can deceive. Not everybody. He is he said his name is uh, Pastor Okeze. Okeze is pure Oduduwa person. I have told us this in the past. I shared his I flip camera to show you his account, which I'm not going to do now because he doesn't want it. He said, "This is an Igbo man like myself and yourself, and he is saying what I have been saying for as long as I can remember." What that man said is this. Listen.
But let's apply it here. Intelligence. Someone makes a statement about how people should take things easy and organize it. They want it hot. They don't believe for anybody. They want to go and push and destroy everything. And then my father told me tons of stories about the war. So I understand how dangerous war is. So have you noticed that people asking for war are not in Nigeria? Yeah. If you want to be free, unquote, why not make your patch of space for profit? Yeah. Make it prosperous. How many bridges are in the south? How many well-paved roads are in the southeast? How many superstructures are in the southeast? So on what basis are you asking for that? So if they decide that you'll be a country today, what infrastructure would you rely on to be that country? We don't have a railway line. Yes, we don't have a road that. We usually claim that we are the most intelligent in the country. Fine, but let's apply it here. Intelligence too. Someone makes a statement about how people should take things easy and organize it.
Kuruma, I see you. I see your comment. I see your comment, and Erin is here. Good morning to you people. You guys, thank you. And like the video as well, please. Like the video. So when you say, you know why I paused this? Because I want to say something. I don't want to forget it. When you hear people telling you that people who asking for war are not in Nigeria, first and foremost, nobody asked for war. I have not seen a Biafran begging for war. Oh, we're gonna bring war. We want war. Please give us war. No. It is you who have made up your mind that the Nigerian government they are not going to care for the yearning of people. They don't care about what people want. They say no to referendum. And in conclusion, you have made up your mind that the only option is war. Some of them have now started using fake prophets, fake prophecy to create fear in the minds of Biafrans. But let me say this. You see when other people, are being killed just because they are from one region or one nation, and to you it is normal because you feel that it's not going to get to you. Before it will get to you, they must have solved the problem. In fact, people will come for your rescue and all that. But what you don't know is that it could start from you, not from other people. That thing that you're afraid of may start from you. Have you thought of it? No, you only believe that you can navigate your way out from it. Nobody is begging for war. Nobody is praying for war. War is bad. You don't need to even, like he said that his father told him about the danger of war and all that. Nobody is happy to go for war. Nobody. That is just a fact. But when somebody brings war to you, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? In 24th century, what Africans are calling war as something that the West, who they claim they are following, have a way of ironing it out and negotiate and solve the problem, just to make sure that everybody is happy. But in Africa, no, a homie, it must not be me. And he said, you want to build a country, where is infrastructures and structures that you are building this country for? So for you to see the level of the people that want to make a comment or advise you, you ask him, when Nigerians got their independence, what the structure that and their whole one the coup, them, what sort do they have? What development do they have they built? What investment or anything they have done in Nigeria to ask for independence? Nothing, right? And you cannot build a house in somebody's compound and expect the person to, on somebody's land, and expect the person to just forget about that land because you have already built a house on it, when you know that this land does not belong to you. So how can you develop a Southeast when things are working against you? The price of cement alone in Southeast is totally different from the price of cement in some other places that are not Igbo land. And I'm not talking about South, because they see South as Igbo as well, but those ones are just deceiving themselves. I'm talking about in the North. The price of fuel, cement, is different from what you have in the Southeast. It's the same thing in Lagos, because they want Eastern part to be isolated. They have done it. Okay, the current one, the student loan they gave to students, can you tell us how much they gave to UNN? Unizik, Futo, MIT, IMT in Enugu, and Nekede, Futo, right? So the one in Anambra State, they call that Okopoli. All these universities, state universities, Abia State universities, Anambra State universities, all these universities, none of them have opportunity to receive student loan. Yesterday, I saw in the news that EFCC actually deposited about 50 or 60 billion to support federal government in student loan. And in the draft they have made, maybe they have another list, but the list I've seen, there's nothing like that. It's in those lists. Are they not part of the country? When Buhari, he collected loan from China, that loan went straight to other regions without any in Southeast. For these people like this man telling you that you need to build this, you need to do this, you need to do that, you ask them how. Just listen to him. Let him continue.
About the war. So I understand how dangerous war is. So anyone, have you noticed that people asking for war are not in Nigeria? Yeah. If you want to be free, unquote, why not make your patch of space for profit? Yeah. Make it prosperous. How many bridges are in the southeast? How many well-paved roads are in the southeast? Superstructures are in the southeast. So on what basis are you asking for that?
Examples of superstructures are what? One, embassy. So is it the Igbo people responsibility to bring embassy to our region? No, right? Mention one federal government parastatals that is have in Southeast that is head office in Southeast. Nothing at all. Never, never, ever. So whose job is that? When you don't analyze what comes out from these people, they will deceive you. I'm telling you, they will deceive you to be following, wallowing in darkness, thinking that you are following some. Because English is not a yardstick to measure wisdom and intelligence. No, it's just a language. That you speak good English does not mean that you know what they're saying. You can be speaking good English, very eloquent in grammar, but the meaning of all you are saying is nonsense.
So if they decide that you'll be a country today, what infrastructure would you rely on to be that country? We don't have a railway line. Yes, we don't have a road that. Yeah, we usually claim that we are the most intelligent in the country. Fine, but let's apply it here. That intelligence. Someone makes a statement about how people should take things easy and organize it. They want it hot. We're not going to believe for anybody. They want to go and push and destroy everything. And then everybody will fall back to the government you don't want. Yeah. So here, take your government, get them accountable for the resources they are receiving. That is, what are your...
Getting government accountable in terms of what? When the governor got to the post, got his results, to his political power as a governor and everything through INEC, through tribunal. You see how people can lie to themselves. You don't have the power. Judiciary system is something else. Okay? Judiciary system is something else on its own. You cannot even compare. So how are you going to get or have this your freedom, this your development you are talking about? How? Who Uzodinma is a governor of Imo State today? Is this his people's choice? I mean, Imo State people, are they the one that voted who was Uzodinma in? From fourth position to first. And you've seen all those things and you pretend not to. You just get yourself, your PVC, that's another lie. Your PVC is your strength in Anokwa after what happened in the last election they did.
What are your state governors doing with the resources they are receiving on a monthly basis? Instead of attacking the man at the center.
This is their commonly argument, like what they normally use. Federal government and Nigerian structure was built just like once you manage to be in the political equivalent of power as a governor, whatever you do with that money does not count. They don't care. They don't give a damn of it. They don't care whatsoever. So that some governors decided to, okay, I know I'm a criminal. I know that I have right to do what I want, but let me just apply some conscience, from some conscience in what I'm doing, and they decide to build one or two things for their own region. Though it's not a guarantee that those regions hold them moral for ransom to make sure they put those structures they have put. People were singing praises of Akpabio, the current Senate president, when he was governor. But they don't know that whatever Akpabio did, he did it out of his own kindness. Not that if he decided to swallow the money, people will go after him to question him. No. So an Igbo man who is governor and decided not to build anything knows that the federal government also promised them to do this and that. They refused to do it, and nothing happened. So that's why none of them. Once you become a politician, you have lost any integrity to checkmate or to talk about corruption or corrupt individual, because you yourself must have sold your hand in one thing or another, and that tactics, that is end of you. People will maybe say, okay, maybe thinking, okay, you are defending us, you are representing us, without knowing that after committing all you have committed, you are no longer, seen as somebody that is honest to question anybody, to challenge anything, because you are just as bad as the one that you are talking about, people are talking about. That was what happened to Zeke. When Zeke was fighting to become president of Nigeria, contesting, hoping that he would gonna achieve something, but he did not succeed because Britain reminded him of his corruption fire. And he decided to, pipe low, because once they bring it out, he's heading to jail, to prison. And Fulani copied that as a format, and they have been using that since then until now. Once you, like the Ibra governor that everybody is taking praise of him now, what they will do now, they will start searching for every of his activities in the past, and making sure they mount eyes on him, just to see if he will take any further. And that if he dare to try it, that will be the reason why people are not seeing any good governance. One of the reasons, not only one, is because you cannot see it at all. Because if you are hoping on one individual to give you good governance, one thing they will do is they will set a trap. They will give, just wave some monies, allow him to be in a position where he will have access to swallow money. Once he swallow that first one, they're not going to, federal government, they're not, those cabals, when they're not going coming after you. They will allow you, they will handshake with you, they will just remind you that they know what happened, and you just keep on doing what you're doing, they will tell you. Then that is end. The reason is because they know that to get a point when you will start seeing their own flop. And by then, you cannot question them, because you have done your own, and it's chop, make I chop activities. Chop, make I chop. Nothing more. So this one, anybody that is sounding like this man telling you that you have to do it, you can do it, they are lying to you. That it doesn't work that way. It's a lie, and a lie from pit of hell.
Our own area. That's what it is.
Who knows what this guy is benefiting? I don't know him, and I don't care to know him actually. Because anybody that you don't need to be a politician to have to figure out what they're doing. You don't need that. And yesterday, like I told us in our previous broadcast, that they have mapped out fine, and sanction a kind of punishment on any individual that are preaching or pushing for separation, for division of Nigeria. Okay, they are doing that. So I was talking about the Ondo community women protesting half naked for the kidnapping. So kidnapping in Yoruba land are very, very, very on. Not only that, and herdsmen. So I would like to hear, I want to hear from them what they think about that. So let me go back to what I was saying. When you see them, when you see all these people telling you that they know everything, they know how to fix this and fix that, that God has given them opportunity to make you succeed in life. Go to abomination. Eric said, Eric Coley said, brother, God bless you for your good work. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate your kindness. Thank you and thank you. So I told you about how they swallow money, had money. Now listen. From Radio Nigeria Enugu to Unizik, Oka, Anambra State, is 62 kilometers according to Google. Since 1999 to 2024, 62 kilometers duly carriage road is yet uncompleted. Upon all the governors Enugu and Anambra has had, upon the fact we have had the DSP for 12 years, SGF in IM, I don't know what by I am Minister of Works, etc. Toshiakwa. Yeah, you can blame them, and like I said, they don't give a damn. All they want is to make the money. I'm not defending them. My concern is that reason why it is easy for them to do what they're doing is because federal government creates that avenue for them to operate. How? If federal government is not in support of that, what is EFCC job, if I may ask? What is their job? Yaya Bello is still running without minding the presence of the call, the request of EFCC. But all of them are paddy. They are all paddy. So don't expect anything serious. No, don't do that. Do not try that. So they have decided to keep a whole business sector and preserve it for themselves. In Yoruba land, through a constitution. I can just imagine, because what this person is saying here, based on what they said, I have a shop in Alaba International Market. Electrical section, the constitution of the market only permits persons from Anambra, Enugu, and Imo to contest for chairman of the market. If you are Yoruba or from Abia or Ebonyi, you cannot contest. If you are a Yoruba or from Abia or Ebonyi, you cannot contest. I don't know about this one. I don't know if it's propaganda or real. I don't know. I don't know. This one sounds funny. It sounds funny. I won't take it serious. I will have to do some work on it. I have to do some work on it before I can tell you categorically that this is what it is. But for now, no. Let us not take it serious. Okay. So let me bring to you what Emeka Yoko said. What Emeka Yoko said after the visitation or whatever he went to do with the president. Just hear this.
And I believe you know what the Patriots are. The Patriots
are a non-partisan group of eminent Nigerians. Some call us leaders of thought, who are committed to the unity of our country and good governance of our country under a legitimate people's democratic constitution. So we came to convey this view that Nigeria needs a people's democratic constitution. Nigeria, we affirmed to Mr. President, is a pluralistic country. And you know that pluralistic countries exist all over the world. Those of them that addressed their pluralism by having true federal constitutions have survived. The example is India and Canada. But those pluralistic countries that failed to address their basic challenge of pluralism through federal constitution have ended up disintegrating. Examples of that are Yugoslavia and Czechoslovakia, and here in Africa, Sudan. These countries existed, in the case of Yugoslavia and Czechoslovakia, for about 100 years as one country, but they eventually disintegrated because they could not manage their pluralism through truly federal constitution. And we put some proposals to Mr. President, and we urged him to send a president's executive bill to the National Assembly, a bill that will call for two essential measures. One, the convening of a National Constituent Assembly to be mandated to produce a new draft constitution. And we suggested that such National Constituent Assembly should consist of individuals elected by the people on non-party basis. Say, for example, 3 individuals per state, per each of the 36 states, and 1 from the Federal Capital Territory. And they should be mandated to produce a new draft constitution. And we also suggested...
You know, my problem with this kind of move is not as if the suggestion is not good. It is good, but it is too late to be good. You understand what I mean? Because the problem have gone beyond what he's saying. In military, they believe that it must come from one section, and one section only dictate what happens. In judiciary, they believe that it's not something that is meant to, to defend the right of ordinary citizens or average people in that entity. They have carved everything out for themselves and to achieve what they want to achieve. All these things is what is staring in our eyes. We can see it in our faces. We can see it. We can feel it. And somebody is trying to tell you that somehow they still can achieve. They will achieve. If this miraculously they agree, how are you going to solve the ideology they have already, the mentality they have already? How? Constitution cannot give you that, because the people that are supposed to defend the constitution are the one going to pilot the affairs of bigotry, hate, belief system, and they have their own history that they are used to do that to you, and is it now they're going to stop it? So you can see that you are just laying, pushing for something that is going to mark an end to you. So it's not advisable at all, and I'm not saying that people should listen to him or have hope in him. No, is what he said is what he feel. But let us assume that he's not aware of what he's playing at. But I believe that if he know, he wouldn't have gone as far as that. Anyway, we are back again on Isoba people. Isoba people in the committee, that's the Igbo committee in Cross River, and what happened in Asaba after Nigeria's Biafran military war. The same thing also happened in Isobo, and hear from this elderly person. Although he said it in Igbo language, but please try your best if you can capture something from what he said.
Welcome. Yeah. But we said we have yes. Okay. Yeah, but in 1967, I want to go elementary 6. So, it's a book. Now you are on people. When the house are at a night on people, be neighbor. In the saboteur, the Chaya Koke by another people. We're on the house, they are more album and eyewitness. We hear Papa Parana, the very modern day. So after we hear that, so in the house, China, Ako Kwazayeba, no here like that. Yeah, what they are never saying, well, if I don't welcome, I need to see one Nigeria. I'm now, and Busarai. We may open fire and they buy Babusiam Muato, the 103. On the spot, anybody from the blood, now, so they can meet. So, Mukawa from Nanya, all of Babam. So, I'm from Nanya. So, I said, what was it? 1967 or 1970, like this war period. I speak about, not just neighbor. Emma, here na about this is another bigger issue. Yeah. And one in your report here. Why the result of this is not out there. Okay. I have a report here. Emma na I will Eastern Nigeria, Southeastern Nigeria. I am Abuja, Southeastern Nigeria. Mbaho. Sina Eastern no. On that southeastern state, and before this, around 1927, thereabout, they may go demarcation line in the southeast, east central. So, I can't try in that southeast. Yeah, I can go cross rivers, Kita. So, now, why be a ginger report? There was nothing. Why be a ginger report? Give me a report. Government was not aware of what was happening. Nobody knew to report.
This man you are hearing now speaking Igbo fluently is from Cross River, not from Ebonyi State, not from Enugu, not from Imo, not from Abda, from Cross River. So that's the way when they tell you, oh, why are you dragging us? Remind them that people like this are in some states which they deliberately carve them out just to reduce the number of Igbos, and that is why they quickly, started nicknaming them, telling them what name to be, and create hatred among the Igbos. But the experience of this our papa here is very, very sad. People from Masaba, as we know, we often hear Asaba massacre, Asaba massacre. We don't even know that a Soba people also massacre. They massacre them the same time, and they massacre them not because the people, the women and children they killed, but they participated in the war. No, but to make this community to hate Igbos and hate anything Biafra later. So it's a long time strategy, and they use that it's not going to work for them because I am still here. Biafra Exodus said they will carry report almost help Biafra. Click like button, everyone. Thank you so much for that, and let's continue listening to this Papa. Like I said, nobody is talking about this thing. Nobody. As other people experience that, another community experience the same thing. Just even somebody told me that some of those soldiers, when they will go to those villages, that those places they marked out for 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 them to hate Igbo, they went there with different flag, committing, sleeping and forcing themselves on their women, just to make them to see them. Oh, Biafra is not yet here, and you guys can do this to us. Better let's go back to Nigeria. You understand that kind of thing?
Such things. And so, yeah, me, letting them name back home. When Albasara na Ikuku, Kamadwe, Hotel. Also, Radio Biafra, Radio Nigeria, those radio stations too. Carrying by that time. So, yeah, me, that information, the router organization, the world in general.
Okay, that is it. That's the experience of Isoba people, and this is the reason why some of them because there's someone correct to tell you what they pass through. Others decide to keep their own, and he said they're then inventing anger on Igbo people, and you yourself that are not even aware of it will be wondering, how can these people saying this and doing that without knowing that something has happened. Now let's listen to this advice of somebody. I don't know where he come from, but I guess he's a good person. Giving advice to Bola Meditunubu. Bola, no, let's say Bola Meditunubu. Yeah. Just a moment. Just a moment.
This is what the Yorubas have been asking for a very long time. The South have been asking. This is a direct message to the President, His Excellency, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed. I am asking you to please pay attention to the cries of the Northerners. Pay attention to the request of the Northerners. Pay attention to the actions of the Northerners who are requesting to leave Nigeria. This is what the Igbos have been asking for a very long time.
Okay.
This is what the Yorubas have been asking for a very long time.
Okay.
The South have been asking for it. Our founding fathers even said Nigeria is a project. Tafawa Balewa said it. As if we said it. Awolowo said it. This is the right time, sir, for you to give Nigerians the chance to decide on the future of Nigeria by themselves by giving us a referendum. Do we want to be together or do we want to separate amicably? This decision will avoid serious bloodshed in Nigeria. I have seen military officers in the north driving with Russian flags. I have seen police officers in the north driving their trucks with Russian flags. Give us the time, give us the chance to decide on the future of Nigeria. Should we be together or should we separate? Yes or no? Give us the chance, Mr. President. Thank you.
That is it. And are they going to listen? The answer is no. they're not going to listen. They want to drag everybody to unknown destination. And that reminds me, there's a new law of 10 million if you are calling for separation and 10 years imprisonment. Is it 10 or 2 million? I think 2 million. I can't remember. Is that 10 or 2 million? I can't remember which of the maybe there. If you are dictating, remember federal government of Nigeria. Ah, my goodness. Okay. Here, this white man who they used him to throw bomb in different land during the Civil War. And Jude said, "Well done, bro. You are really trying. God bless you. Thank you." Alos Ambrose, the zoo is on the ground. Biafra is restored. Restored. We move. Okay. Thank you.
And there were mercenaries there at a hotel called the Hamdallah Hotel. They'd get up in the morning, have breakfast. They'd fly over Biafra, drop bombs, and be back in time for lunch.
Wow. Wow. This is just wow.
And then since then, lots of changes.
Yeah.
No more 4 regions. 12 states. Then
Come
they
on,
went to 20
okay.
states. Now they got 37.
God bless Simon Ekpa. Excuse me. God bless Simon Ekpa, our Prime Minister, our Toby, and Kamal Obe. I don't know if I pronounce your name very well. You are laughing. I want to know why you are laughing. This man is one of the people that were throwing bombs in different land. Hear it again.
But I first showed up in Nigeria in February of 1967.
What?
It was 2 months before Odemegu Ojukwu decided he wanted to have his own country.
Wow, you were in Nigeria right before Biafra.
Right before the Biafran War started.
What?
I lived in Kaduna then.
Wow, you were in the north.
I was in Kaduna, and there were mercenaries there at a hotel called the Hamdallah Hotel. They'd get up in the morning, have breakfast. They'd fly over Biafra, drop bombs, and be back in time for lunch.
They will fly over Biafran land and drop bomb. And these are white men. And tomorrow, you will see people, oh, Nigerian may have done it in the past. They are going to do it again. They are bragging with that. Oh, you have done it in the past. The Biafran know what happened. What is this? What is that? Why people were fighting, bombing different land. Not only one country, not only maybe America. So many of them, Britain, Russia, they contributed massively in killing our people. And that war was fought for. That's when you see these people from I am just enjoying the drama that is happening. Don't mind me, but Igbos and Biafrans should take it easy. Okay, what drama are you talking about? What is drama you're talking about? And I can see your name. You are from Oduduwa or Middle Belt. You are from that. I can see. So, what drama are you talking about? I would like to hear from you. What drama are you talking about? Is it drama of current Nigerian government or drama of? You said Biafrans and Igbo should take it easy. Now, let me ask you. I meant to ask this question to one of you that see Igbo people as aggressor, that they are the one looking for problem. Can you tell me, my brother or my sister, I don't know if you're a man or woman, can you tell us if you are being given 20 pounds, you have 2 million pounds or 1 million pounds, let's say 500,000 pounds in your account, and they hand you over 20 pounds. What will you do with it? What will you say about it? Each time you engage anybody that is from other, like Yoruba people, these are Afonjas, each time you engage them in maybe in conversation, you want to talk to them, they want to know their own side of how they perceive the whole thing. They will tell you that yes, now we are one. Cannot move. We are one. So okay, if you are one, why is it that you guys decided and ruled out that Igbos cannot be part of the political movement or political? When I say political movement, that doesn't mean that you can join political party, but being there as a leader or president or hold some key positions, you are afraid of it. So how can you harbor someone that you're afraid of in your house? Or does it make you smart? Is that what they think? You're a smart person by harboring somebody that you see somebody that is a friend of Shikao in your house. And the person you want that person to pass overnight and sleep again. You tell you can't bring your property. You know that this person is a terrorist. According to you, that is dangerous. Why are you allowing the person to stay in your circle? And whenever I talk about this 20 pounds, you guys don't like to. That is the end of argument. Everybody will face on the floor. They will just ignore everything and just want to move ahead without talking about it. Can you comment on 20 pounds handed over to Igbo people after the war? Can you comment on that? I challenge you to do that. Any comment at all, tell us what you think about it. What do you think about the 20 pounds handed over to Igbo people after the war? Can you say something about it? Good morning, bro. All hail Biafra. We are Biafran Salmons. Biafra. So you said Igbo people should take it easy. Easy on what? I mean, take it easy on Fulani herdsmen to take over our land, or take it easy on army burning our villages, burning the home. Come on, you see all those things that you guys are playing. Holding Biafran flag is a problem. Take it easy, isn't it? I don't know. You just explain to us, but I know you because I have mentioned one of the things that if you are arguing with anybody that is supporting of Nigeria, once you make mention of, okay, what do you have to say about the 20 pounds? That will be the end of the argument. I have not seen anybody that comment on that. They always, even in the mainstream media, when they're talking about the Nigerian problem, a way forward to unite, all of them want to unite. But to do what we unite is a problem. All these unite and they're talking that this guy that said the Igbos should take it easy and that you are enjoying the drama. You're enjoying it because you are part of beneficiary. You are benefiting from it, right? I don't hate Igbo or Biafra. Some of my family members, you don't need to hate Igbo or love. We are talking, forget about Igbo. I'm not saying you hate, but as a humanity first, you're a human being before the tribe you come from. You understand? I'm asking you, if you are from, for example, you're a Fulani person, all right? I don't know your tribe, and I'm not saying that I'm so desperate to know. My question to you is this: whether you're married, you may marry for something reason. People marry for different reasons. Marriage is not a yardstick. It's not a guarantee that you love the person. No, you can marry because you love the pretty face of the lady. You want to have your children to be the same. You can marry because the complexion of the lady. You want to have something in your lineage. You may marry because the person knows how to cook very well. You want to eat good food in your house when you come back. You may marry that the lady is a hardworking. You want somebody that can support you financially to build up what you want to be in life. There's many reasons to marry. So marriage shouldn't come here. I'm talking about as a human being. You're a human being before who you think you are today. You fought for war. You fought for your freedom and everything. Whether Igbos are the cause or not the cause and all that. Because one thing about our people is that we don't even read history, and you want to conclude on everything. You don't pay attention to know what happened and how it happened, which of them is right and wrong. Put yourself in the shoe. Then let hear you make your conclusion. Like I said, 20 pounds being given to Igbos after the war, after bombing. Like this white man is talking about how he flew from Kaduna to Igbo land and drop bomb and go back to have lunch. He's telling you that. Yeah, what if if you doubt me, I can flip the camera and show you the person that is talking. All right. But even though he did not shoot, because the person that was recording this thing record from behind, so you can see his head, his ear, his part of his face. Nobody, but his voice is, you can tell he's a white person, right? Now, if you are, maybe you are not born then, and your parents said maybe your name is Ope. Say they tell you Ope. Now we went through hell during 1967. That Igbos were bombing your communities, they rape your women and kill your cousins, your uncles, kill everybody, kill your, that kind of thing. They rendered you people homeless. You were sleeping on that tree, nobody helps you. In fact, that your two of your children, two of your sisters or your brothers died out of kwashoko, okay, because of lack of food. That they struggle to keep you alive, and God may have it, you are alive today. And that he was doing fine before the war, and after the war they seized all his capital, all his resources. The house he have in somewhere in Port Harcourt was seized, and everything. In fact, the federal government ended up after the war giving him £20 to start over again. That he started life again, struggling. That you yourself would have been this and that, but because of the money that they seized, you were unable to. The way you are, you should have been more better than who you are today. But because of the £20 they handed over to him. So how will you feel? I mean, what will be unless you align to yourself, my dear. Did you know during the Biafra war, the Biafran soldiers were killing pregnant Yoruba women in Ondo? They were killing Yoruba from Edo to Ondo to Lagos. Why did they attack Yorubas in Ondo? Can you just hear yourself? Look at the question. Look at just here. This is war. Killing is bad, like I said, but thank God you made mention of war. I'm not here to judge you why you killing our people, because that's war. That's war. War is all about. What I'm saying is, you have fought the war, you won. All right? You know how you win by committing war crime, which is starvation and blockade. Can we admit that? I'm not the one that made the rules. It's international. It does. You and have it. Go and Google war crime and see if that fall in or not. Then, after that, you said reintegration, whatever our leaders introduced. None of them was executed. None of them. Okay, none of them were executed. And what happened is this: you talk about killing pregnant women. If you want to go that way, I can tell you the one you army committed in the land, in the Igbo land, in Biafra land. But I'm not going. We are not here to go that route. You ask a question: why were they killing people then? Now let me tell you, who are soldiers that were doing this? You have Yorubas there. You have somebody they called Scorpion. Scorpion is the guy that nicknamed that Scorpion is who? Yoruba man. Obasanjo, Yoruba person. Many of them are Dekunle. All of them are what? These are commanders from Oduduwa land commanding war in different lands. So what are you talking about? So you and you the whole thing was going from left, right, and center, from air, land, and all that. So we know what he said. I am not lying. I'm not learning reader about it. I don't know what I mean by that. But the only thing you need to understand is that you have not answered the question that I asked you. If you receive £20, or you were being told that your £20 will handed over to you people or your father, and just like I said, what will be your action? What will be your reaction towards that? What will you do? How will you accept that? That's my question. But maybe you, just like others, have refused to answer that. So I understand. Fake 3RR, of course, reconciliation, reconstruction, and rehabilitation. None of them was authorized and can never be authorized, my brother. Even if you like call conference from now to, in fact, it was easy to actualize before. Now it's not possible. It is not possible at all. So we are going to end it now. Thank you so much for your time, because we have spent some time here, and we are going to come back again, hopefully later broadcast. And see you again. Thank you, and God bless you. Ope, I hope you, like I said, I hope you understand my answer. And if you have a different a different thing to say about what we have discussed, put it on comment section. I will visit the comment section later, and I will respond to you. But bear in mind that Biafrans are not after anybody. Like we have not said that Yoruba should evacuate from our land. Never. And you guys have done that time with that number. So that's a story for another day. See you again, and God bless you. Bye bye.